Hey, it's Tefito here. Decided it was time for another YouTube video. Uh, Watch Mojo produced a list of their top 10 Queensryche tunes of all time. So I had a look and some really good songs. I loved all the songs on the list. It's tough to be too critical because Queensryche's had so many great tunes over the years. I thought they did a pretty good job. I've taken a day or two now to kind of let it sink in and went back through the EP and the earlier albums and kind of listened to some tunes again and made a list of some of my favorites. And I tell you, just trying to pick 10, it's tough, tough, tough. But after a couple hours of laboring away, I seem to have got my list down to 10 songs. So without further ado, here is my top 10 from Tefito of the 10 best Queensryche songs ever. So we'll start with number 10. And I've got Take Hold of the Flame off The Warning. So there you go. The Warning gets some love. They get some representation on my list. They barely squeak in at number 10, but Take Hold of the Flame, really cool song. It's a bit laid back kind of early on, but it's got a killer chorus and really the groove just sticks in your head just over and over and over again. So there we go. We got Take Hold of the Flame, which was their first full album after the EP, The Warning. So then at number 9 we have Walk in the Shadows off Rage for Order. Watch Mojo had that at number 10 on the list, so I guess we're pretty close on that one. Again, really good chorus and just kind of grooves along and well, there you go. I got some representation off Raged Order on my list there as well. Again, just kind of sneaking in at number 9, but what the heck, I guess we got a song off Rage for Order that made the top 10. But, just straight up, even if it wasn't on Rage for Order, I probably would have had it at number 9 anyway. I do really like that song. So that's number 9. And moving on then, number 8, we've got Best I Can off Empire. So that's the first song actually on Empire, and that's their fourth full album, not counting the EP. I just really like it's nice and driving opening song. Queensryche's classic for having an opening song that just kind of gets you and just kind of pounds away at you. And I just really like the message. I really like the groove. It's just a really cool song. Cool video too. But there you go. I got three songs into my list. I got representation off 3 different albums, and so far not a single song off Mindcrime. So there we go. Maybe that just means I like all the Mindcrime ones better. They're higher up, but there you go. I got 3 albums represented already in my first 3 picks. So moving on then, number 7. Finally, our first Mindcrime entry. I've got I Don't Believe in Love off Mindcrime. So it's kind of it's partway through the album. It's kind of in that portion of Operation Mindcrime where it's just killer song one after the other, just boom, boom, boom. You just can't exclude one. It's I like it. It's my least favorite of the ones that I did pick off of Mindcrime. It's just kind of, maybe a little cheesy. I don't know, but it's it's got a good tune, good melody and stuff. So and it really drives along. So I Don't Believe in Love off Operation Mindcrime at number 7. So moving on then at number 6. We've got the opening track off of Operation Mindcrime, Revolution Calling. That's that again, first song on a Queensryche album. Just pounds away at you and keeps moving along and fires up the troops. I guess that one. I really dig that song, Revolution Calling, at number 6. So Mindcrime was actually the third full album by Queensryche, again not including the EP, so it was right before Empire. Moving on then, number 5, I've got Eyes of a Stranger off Operation Mindcrime. Watch Mojo actually had this one at number one on their list, and it's right at the end of Operation Mindcrime. But it's a good song. It kind of brings together everything off the album, and just pounds away at you, and a killer chorus too. I mean, you can listen to that song and you can't get it out of your head for the next 3 days. So I mean, just a really really cool song there at number 5, "Eyes of a Stranger" off Operation Mindcrime. So now we're getting to the meat and potatoes here, the really good stuff. So not that there's much Queensryche stuff that's bad, but now we're into the creme de la creme, I guess. So number 4, again another entry off Operation Mindcrime, and it's during that portion of the album where it's just kind of killer tune after killer tune. So I've got "Breaking the Silence." I really like that song. It just kind of pounds away, grooves along. Really good chorus, really catchy. I really like that tune kind of through and through. So number 4, "Breaking the Silence" off, again, Operation Mindcrime. Imagine that. The Watch Mojo list was really Empire heavy, and as you can see, my list is a lot more Mindcrime heavy, I guess. So now we're into the top 3. Exciting stuff. So number 3, we've got, again, off my Operation Mindcrime, and again in that portion of the album where, it's just killer song one after the other. I've got "Spreading the Disease," which, I mean, that song I really, really like. I'm a bass player, so I really, really like the bass in that song. It just kind of moves along and goes up and down, and it's just musically like a really, really cool song, and kind of heavy too, which I kind of dig. So number 3, we've got "Spreading the Disease," again off Operation Mindcrime. So, now we're to the top 2. So I guess, some of my buddies have probably figured out, which 2 songs I've kind of left out. And, they see I like to spread the love around by giving representation to, to the different albums and so on and so forth. So, this one was tough because these are definitely my 2 favorite songs. I wasn't sure whether I was going to go 1 and 2 or 2 and 1, what I was going to do with this, but, after a little bit of deliberation, I've gone all the way back to the EP for number 2, "Queen of the Reich." So opening track again by Queensryche. They started that right from their EP. Killer song right at the start. And really kind of a cheesy video, but that was kind of back in the early days of videos and stuff too. So just really cool song, really shows off his voice, and just kind of grabs you at the start and kind of pounds you all the way through. So I'm a big fan of "Queen of the Reich," which again, I easily could have had that one at number 1, but yeah. So I guess what we have left, and a lot of people would not have picked this one as their number 1 song, but it's a song, the first time I had it, it just started pounding away at me, and it's never stopped. It's still my favorite Queensryche song ever. So appropriately, we'll go back to Operation Mindcrime one more time for "The Needle Lies," which, interestingly enough, Watch Mojo did not have on their top 10 at all. They didn't have "Queen of the Reich" on their top 10 either, so, definitely some differences of opinion there. But "The Needle Lies," a heavy song, a fast song, just kind of pounds away at you, and I just love it. It's melodic. It's great. Just a quality Queensryche tune. So, overall, just, kind of looking at the summary, they're 10 songs. I've only got 4 of those, so a little less than half in my top 10, and none of them really up high. I mean, they're 10 songs. The 4 that I picked, I had them at 9, 8, 7, and 5. So, I definitely had some songs that I liked better, and some of their picks that I didn't necessarily care for. But the way I went about this was I took their 10 first, and then went back through the EP and the 4 albums, and jotted a list of songs that I liked that I thought could potentially be up there. And I mean, it only took me like 2 minutes to come up with 10 more, so I'm sitting there with 20. So I mean, in fairly short order, I eliminated 4 off of their list, so that kind of got me down to 16. And then it was like pulling teeth from there. Like, 5 minutes would go by and I couldn't eliminate a single song. So this went on and on. So I mean, hour and a half in, in, I'm down to 12 songs, and and it took me the last half hour of sitting there just to get rid of two more. I think that was tough. I was ready just to say top 12, right? But it's got to be a top 10, so I had to exclude a couple more songs. So I did get it down to 10. So that's it, the life according to me. So let me know what you think. Good, bad, better than their list, not as good as their list. Don't know, but that's all I got. Talk to you later. Bye.